and Lynn's situation, y'all taking that shit too far. That man clearly said on live, his mama asked him, is he a cheater? He said yes. He said he was cheating before he got shot in the head, and he was cheating after he got shot in the head.
Lynn wanting to leave Jamal is not the problem. The problem is Lynn's mama sitting on live asking him all these questions. Weren't you a cheater? Didn't you cheat on her first?
Let's be real, get Jamal. Like, come on now. Your mom be putting her hands on him, all type of shit. Let's talk about how Jamal, you was Jamal. The mom.
Hey y'all, in today's video, we're going to talk about a couple that I would have thought we would never have to make a video about. Lynn and Jamal. For those of you guys who do not know, Jamal does have a traumatic brain injury. He ended up getting pow-powed. According to what Lynn says, that his family wanted to take him off of life support. He was about to pass away, but she had the power to do so. So she did end up keeping him alive, even though, like I said, his parents was like, no, just pull the plug, but she had the power. That's why when people say marriage is just a piece of paper, it's really not. And they weren't married, but they were smart enough to have the proper arrangements. Allegedly, Jamal and Lynn, when he ended up getting pow-powed and like almost passing away, they were not even together, but they do have a child together. The crazy thing, they just on the uproar on TikTok. I ain't saying that Lynn is exploiting Jamal, and I'm sorry, I cannot get behind that. She is not with him. Like, yes, they have almost 1 million followers on TikTok, of course, yes. But if that's the case, let's think about De'Ara and Ken. Was De'Ara exploiting Ken? Like, they both was benefiting Lynn and Jamal. Yes, he is disabled, but he wanted to do this too. He be on live all the freaking time without her. They say he even have his own apartment, so he's not always with her. I don't think she's exploiting him. And they're saying, well, send him back to the family. Send him back to the family. Why? The same people, like the mother said, they did send him back to the family at one point, but they wanted to send him to a group home. Now, and this is crazy and ridiculous. His family is saying, I personally feel like his family is bitter that they're not able to reap the reward. His family is saying that Lynn's mama and Jamal be sleeping together. Now, I don't think the mama or Lynn are exploiting him, and I really don't believe that either. But, I mean, anything could happen. I don't know. But I personally don't believe that. But I will say, Lynn's mama was interrogating Jamal on a live. Like, they was on a live together, but she was kind of like being mean and very rough with him. And of course, a lot of people didn't like that, talking about they didn't call adult protection services and stuff like that. And it's like, y'all can say that online all y'all want, but if you really want to do something about it, like Shell and Queen Op, y'all really are going to have to call the police. Like, if you really feel like he's in danger, really call the police. Don't just comment on a video about it. Also, the mama asked Jamal, and you know, of course, his brain is not 100%. The mama asked Jamal, did he cheat on Lynn? He said yes, before and after. And it was kind of like she coached him, but I mean, it's probably true because they were not together. Child, we got so much to unpack because I really don't like how they were saying that Lynn was like using him and exploiting him. But when it was all good, oh, y'all so cute together, but y'all turn your back on her. And I knew that was going to happen. I swear I knew this was going to happen because I've been following her for a while. And I always seen people saying, you bet not leave him, like threatening her, like you bet not leave him. You better never leave him. First of all, if she was on the other foot, most men would not stay, especially at this young age. So if she decided to leave, no, I would not be mad at her because she's so young to be a caregiver to a guy. That's the definition of losing yourself in a relationship, because it's like she has to play the background because Jamal is the star. But anyway, let me do my disclaimer so we can get into this video. Disclaimer, everything in this video is alleged. Everything in this video is a personal opinion and strictly for entertainment. This video is protected under fair use. I don't know these people personally, so this is not a personal attack, and I didn't make this video to talk down on anyone. I just make great video essays with full backgrounds on celebrities, influencers, and reality TV stars. This is not a T-page, but I do kiki with my internet homegirls, so let's get into it.
Now, I know this may hurt some feelings, but Jamal ain't Lynn. That is a prime example. Root work, love magic, backfiring. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, hold on, this too deep, because y'all have formed a attachment to her because you feel like she, came in and did a lot for him. And that's true. But let me tell you something. When the universe puts you through so much with a person, that is the universe way of saying you're not supposed to be with that person. Then when things like tragic shit happen, that just proved to you what the gods in the universe was trying to stop you from. This man is silenced. This man can't really express himself the way he want to. When they had a child, a son, their child, now I'm not talking about nobody child, nobody cheering. Their child had a lot of issues in the hospital as well. This was spell work. He was not supposed to be with that woman. And I don't know what y'all see in her, but I truly see the wickedness in her and her mother, even though her mother be behind the cameras. Now, there's a lot about to come out about this situation. When his family tried to take him from her, it was a while back I seen a video when his family tried to take him from her, and he was cutting up because he wanted to be back with her. The way he looked, he was out of his body. Spirit told me that man was about to leave her, and he was cheating, stuff like that, when they were together. But she didn't want that. She wanted him because of all he had, and she wanted him at any projection of what the could be. That man was never supposed to be with her.
Another thing I do want to point out is, just like mental health world, sometimes people that are not, they don't have their full 100% brain like they used to have, or just 100% brain period. Maybe they shouldn't be on here, because I've definitely seen like grown men, like straight grown men, able-bodied, bully Jamal. Like, and I don't think that was right. I really understand Lynn. Like I said, I've been a follower of theirs, but I don't watch every video. You know how TikTok is. You follow somebody one time, they never show you their content again. But I definitely watched them twice. Once when I first seen like the story of them, and another time it was like Jamal had went viral for this, like a couple, I can't remember if it was one man or a couple men that was like bullying him. I really don't like the fact that people are like blaming her. I don't know how old she is, but I'm sure she's in her 20s. Like, most 20-year-olds, men or women, they would not be taking care of somebody like this. I feel like they shouldn't have to. They're in their 20s. I don't care if you're in your 30s or 40s, especially if you're not married. If you're married, it's for better or worse. That's a different scenario. These two were not married. Allegedly, they were not even in a relationship together. So this was like out of her own good heart. People are trying to make it seem like she's exploiting him, and that's just not the case. If that's the case, like she didn't even have a TikTok or was like showing their story when he first got unalive. So how could you even open your mouth or type on a keyboard to say something like that? I'm sorry, but I really just have a problem with when someone didn't do anything wrong and then everyone just goes and turn on them. I don't like that at all.
My name is Lynn, and a lot of you know that this page has been built off of the love for my family, taking care of my son, taking care of my child's father who has suffered with a traumatic brain injury. But today I'm starting a new journey. It's going to be a series that's called I Am Not Only a Caregiver, because the truth is I'm still human, I'm still a woman, and I'm still Lynn. I want to show what it looks like to grieve someone who is still living. I want to show what it feels like to love someone who has changed when your love has stayed the same. The loneliness, the heartbreaks, when you can't talk to people because they don't, relate. A lot of the things that, people forget.
To me, Lynn and her mama are good people, even though I do feel like the mama was a little bit rough with him on that live. I don't know how they usually interact. Yeah, she was a little bit rough, but I feel like if the family really wanted to get Jamal, and I do believe the mom when she said he went with the family, like he went with the family and he went with an alleged side piece, and they always came back to Lynn. So obviously he likes being with Lynn. Like, in my opinion, he's independent enough now. So like if he really didn't want to hang with Lynn or her mama, he don't have to. They say he got his own apartment. He don't have to. He drives. And if he felt like she was really exploiting him, because I'm sure he doesn't feel like that. This is just what people online are saying. But if that's how he felt, he could start his own new page. Because people are saying like, oh, Lynn, like, now she's doing her story and how she feels on their page. People like, well, you should start your own page. You shouldn't do this on their page. It was her page. She just put them on there. It's her page. Talking about, well, everybody follow for Jamal. That could be true. But then that also shows your true colors. You shouldn't follow at all. And if that's the case, like I said, Jamal can make his own. Like if he know how to open up that app, I'm sure he knows how to put his name in. And he could do it for himself. I feel like they never gave relationship and love vibes anyway. And of course, obviously, it's probably because of his condition. But she probably feels like, okay, I can let go and I can let go right now. But let go doesn't mean that she's going to stop loving him. But maybe she only has love for him. She's not in love no more. Like, he's not the man who she fell in love with. But I'm sure now, like I said, he's driving. He has his own place. She feels good now. Like, okay, I don't have to worry about his family putting him in a group home because he can take care of himself on his own now. Someone said a man would have been left, so do what you have to do. And I hate to like put men against women, but it's true. It's true. Especially like I said, a young man. Heck no, they would have left him in the hospital and definitely told him to pull the plug.
I've been with Jamal 3 years before he got hurt, and then 5 years after when he got hurt. That's when he got his TBI. And one thing for sure is, before that man got his TBI, he loved the ground that I walked on. Like, there's nothing I could ask for. There's nothing that didn't get handled. Nothing. But, you know, after his injury, a lot of things have changed, you know, and we sit online and we talk about, you know, what's the same and, you know, what's different, but we're always like talking about personality and stuff. But the whole thing about it is I stayed. I loved him through it. I do love him through it. When he couldn't talk, when he couldn't walk, I stayed because that's unconditional love, you know. Not your ability to do for me or what you have done for me, you know, but just the situation. I knew the person and I knew he could get back to himself. But sometimes, you know, people, their love changes and, you know, they change. So you have to kind of like figure it out, you know, especially with a person who is going through their own healing.
So Lynn said that she was going to do a question and answer with Jamal. She was not going to be there because she wanted his authentic answer, and her mother was going to do the question and answer, basically. Somebody said, y'all knew he was cheating and had a sneaky link when y'all decided to take care of him and use him for clout on TikTok. She should have walked away. Like I said, it's not the fact that she's using him for clout, like on D from mental health, for real, how people say like she be exploiting the kids. Look, he might got a little disability check, but everybody don't get no big disability check. Sometimes disability checks be like $600. Like, so they wanted money and they needed money. Like, now he got his own apartment and stuff like that. So she really put him in position. It's not exploiting. It's not taking like advantage of someone. And like I said, it's very funny now. Y'all wasn't saying this last week, but y'all saying it this week that, oh yeah, I ain't never like her. I ain't never like the way she looked at him and she's fake and they doing a love spell. And I don't know. She might have did a love spell. Who knows? Because some women, I don't know. They want it that bad. They go that far. Some women do love spells. Okay. But it's like, that's so fake to me. Like, y'all was not saying all of this last week. Child, like I said, they aggravate me. But somebody say, I never liked the mom attitude towards Jamal anyways. And Lynn never gave authentic towards Jamal, always for the camera. Well, why are you keeping up with them? Why are you following them? Anyway, that's why I unfollowed them, because I watched them before they blew up. Lynn made it seem like they was together holding him down. Then I seen a TikTok of her dating another man. Now, I will say, a lot of these, we know that already. A lot of these relationships be fake. They be for the cameras. They be to get money. Like I said, I don't feel like she's exploiting him. I feel like she's trying to make money. Like most of the people that's online, everybody's trying to make money. With these, you see these tariffs going on around here, and this inflation, it just don't make sense. A lot of people on here trying to make money, you know, and to put themselves in a better position. I just don't feel like that's wrong. Now, to me, this will be wrong. Just like Queen Op and Show. Queen Op was wrong because Queen Op was not giving Show none of the money. Or she wasn't giving her, like, a good amount of money. Like, for real. Like, if they were both, like, I can understand Lynn and Jamal splitting this money 50-50. That's how it should be. Now, if somebody is, like, 90-10, then that's exploitation to me. But I'm not even be able to reap the harvest. But if they're splitting in 50-50, that's not exploitation to me.
That's just, can you calm down? Can you let me finish? So stop pointing at that, please. So let's get some tea out. Before your relationship, right? Who was the cheater in y'all's relationship? All right, we couldn't hear that. We couldn't hear that. They want to know, they think they spilling some tea, so here. Before you were injured, who was the cheater in your relationship? Was it you or her? Are you sure? I'm asking you, are you sure? Are you sure it was you? Were you a cheater? I'm asking you. I didn't really mess with you too much with it back then. Huh? Look at, he's smiling. Were you a cheater? A little bit? Yeah. Okay. Have you been with another girl since your injury?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that either.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing some of the tea that people think that they know?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are unaware, Jamal did live with his sneaky link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Jamal was able to move around in a wheelchair and stuff, he wasn't fully healed, but he didn't have a feeding tube or you didn't have a trach. He moved in with his sneaky link, right?
I did.
Y'all hear that? So this is what I say: be prepared. What? Your trach was gone. Yes, it was. It was. You did not leave the house with your trach like that. You want me to show you a video?
No.
Yeah. So that's what I say when I say be prepared to, if you guys asking questions, be prepared for the answer, not the answer y'all make up. No, Jenny, I'm not. She had made a comment. I gave her the opportunity to come up, turn her camera on. We don't want to talk to a blank screen, to a troll page. If you can't get up here and say it with your chest out, then don't get up here and say it at all. Stay in the comments with the negativity, because I got the man right here. And again, I just asked, were y'all aware that Jamal lived with his sneaky link? And it got quiet. And y'all talk about we being messy.
That's another thing. Like, the boy don't even live at this
Like the
house.
ears.
Like, he lives at the mama house.
And then you talking about where was y'all at? Where was he at before his accident? Bitch, be real. He was not staying with Shauna. His clothes was at my house. His clothes was at Antoinette's house. Still.
They weren't together that long. She still stayed. He cheated. She still stayed. Or started. I guess they meant stayed. He got injured. She still stayed. It's like, daggone it. Her whole life was dedicated to this man. That's how I feel too. Like, dang, like if she wants to take a break, she want to leave, she want to find herself. Like, what I get is like she's overwhelmed. She might be depressed or something that happened. To be honest with y'all, I don't think he be cheating with her mama, but what I think might have happened is he did cheat before he ended up getting pop out. But what I think is happening is, you know, Jamal is handsome. He getting back on his feet. People saying that, like, okay, he's about to be back to normal. I think he be cheating. Not cheating, but like, I mean, this is cheating. Like, I think he be social media cheating with women in his daggone DMs. That's what I think personally. Because obviously you can see something has happened.
I don't know if they're broken up, but I know that Lynn is focusing on herself. And honestly, guys, I think that is okay. Like, she's been sticking by this man, helping him recover, taking care of him, taking care of her son, holding down the household. And honestly, I think it's okay for her to have some time to herself, get back to herself, because when you're a caretaker, when you're a mom, even when you're a girlfriend, sometimes you lose yourself. And I think she deserves this time. Like, so many people fell in love with her because of how selfless she is, because of her personality, because she is so giving. And she has all this engagement. I think she's allowed to enjoy it. I think she's allowed to have some time to herself. Like, and who's to say she's just gonna let Jamal just be by himself and not be taken care of? It doesn't seem like that's the type of person she is, but also she deserves to, you know, take a step back.
All right, someone going to say, mind you, if she was going to dip, she should have used all that money that she made off of him to set him up and make sure that he was good after him. How I feel like is, obviously, she the one who actually got their name out there. Like, we know a lot of, like, Jamal is not the only one with a traumatic brain injury that's on TikTok. So stop trying to, like, little girl her, like, basically, like, she don't mean nothing to y'all. I don't like that. I do not like that at all, like, how they doing her. I'm not feeling it. No, I do feel like, obviously, she should give him stuff, and she should set him up right. But who are you to, like, say, like, oh, what she better do? No, absolutely not. If anything, have you even donated? I swear, y'all, because it be the people that never donated that be having the most opinion, most mouth. Someone gonna say, but they steady making videos, making money off of him. Like I said, it's not making money off of him. They, like, it's not like, look, Jamal always looking good. So it's a difference between, like, Shell and Queen Op and Jamal and Lynn. Jamal looks good. He looks straight. He's doing what he has to do. He's not treated like a stepchild. That would be exploitation to me, in my opinion. I don't feel like this is exploitation. Allegedly, somebody in his family was the one who shot at him. So I don't feel like he's even safe with his family. I feel bad for him, keeping him in my prayers. And I agree. I don't think this is true. Well, I ain't gonna say I think or not. I don't know if this is true or not. But if that's the case, then yeah, like I do feel like something is up. Why you would want to go with a lady who he was not even with. And now he is back on his own 2 feet. So it is something up with that family. People are saying that they're not really together. They all, well, Lynn and her mama is just doing this for a TikTok check. And I could say, I mean, perhaps that might be true. It's relationships that you would think will be true, but it is for money on TikTok and it is for money on social media. That's why they tell you all the time to believe everything that you see on social media. I'm not mad at that because I know that social media is a business. They saying that she only took on the caregiver role and because she wanted to run his pockets, number one, and she was mad because he kept on, like, allegedly he had a baby on her and was running around on her the whole entire relationship, and this is like basically like her get back for real. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I didn't like how the mom was talking to him, you know, in that live that they have. And like that was definitely interrogation. They saying like they really be mean to him behind the scenes. But how I feel is his parents, I don't know if it was his parents, but his family didn't want to take him in. He didn't want to stay at a group home. He did not like it. They saved him out the group home. He was going to have to give money to somebody, and she put him in position. I don't feel like they keep on saying it's exploiting. It's their money. It should be 50-50. It's not his money, and it ain't her money.
Lynn wanting to leave Jamal is cool, but why have your mother come up here painting him to be the bad guy about his past? If he cheated in the past, why you ain't leave then? There was no need for the mama to be interrogating that man. No disrespect, but you are Lynn's mother. Why are you even questioning in Jamal? Like you said, you're not the one who slept with Jamal. That's not right. That's not right. We get that she wants to leave, but she don't have to get up here spreading his business because she don't want to seem like the bad guy for leaving. Nobody knew you wasn't happy in your relationship. I honestly just thought you was a caregiver. It never showed that y'all was intimate.
All of this was literally for a financial gain. This was not genuine at all on Lynn's part, the mom's part, none of it. Not to mention, Mel even was dealing with a whole nother female after the TBI accident. He was living with his sneaky link. And that's why they keep saying, the whole time Lynn has been doing her own thing. She's been caught up with multiple men. Y'all, this is messy. What the fuck? It's messy. People in her hometown are talking. They are saying basically she has been using this man. She has gotten surgeries done, everything. And now that she is almost at 1 million followers, she done got her image up, she done got her money up, she now doesn't want to deal with him anymore. Not to mention, she took out a life insurance policy out on him. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like Lynn did take care of Mel just for a financial gain. And I do feel like at the end of the day, like everybody else is saying, she genuinely resents this man because of everything that he put her through before the accident. And now she's using it as an excuse to leave and this, and the third. My thing is, this is just not the way to do it, boo. You knew the man wasn't she for all of this. And his family didn't even want to keep him alive. And you kept him alive to financially gain from him. Is wild. You knew this man was not shit at all and literally had a whole child on you. So what made you want to take that role on? I don't know. Caregiver.
All right, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this whole
I'm not saying
down
this
below in the comment section. You know,
the reason why I'm saying this is because it's just like you knew this man was not shit at all and literally had a whole child on you. So what made you want to take that role on? I just